Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, Black Friday, November 28th, and it is time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we go to war. I am your host, HRWP Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And today's show, War Games San Diego, Survivor Series, whatever you want to call it, is going down tomorrow night. It's whatever. We're going to go over the show and maybe dive a little bit more into just what's wrong with everything. We're going to preview the show, make our predictions, but for now, you know what's next, so just go on and hit my music. Once again, War Games is back, and it is just as contrived and force-fed as ever, but we are going to dive into the show. First things first, you know we got to look at last year's Survivor Series show. Legitimately, I don't remember much, so I gotta look things up. So we had 5 matches on the show, and we opened up with the women's War Games match, and it was Rhea, Bianca, Naomi, Io, and Bayley defeating the Judgment Day, Liv, Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae was in a War Games match. Like I said, I do not remember that. I don't remember how the match ended. Yeah, I don't remember anything. Shinsuke Nakamura went on to defeat LA Knight to become the new United States champion. Braun Breaker defeated Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther defeated Damian Priest by technical submission to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. And the Bloodline, OG Bloodline, Roman, Usos, and Sami Zayn teamed up with CM Punk to defeat the new Bloodline, Solo, Jacob, Tama Tonga, Tongalo, and Bronson Reed. Look how much a year changes. That I think I do remember that. I think Sammy got the win or something like that. I don't remember. Or Punk. It was whatever. Once again, War Games is contrived, but I digress. So we go to 2025 Survivor Series, and we are at Petco Park in San Diego. So this is in a football stadium. Where was last year's show? Last year's show was in Vancouver, British Columbia, at the Rogers Arena. So that's a big jump up from an arena. Arenas are for basketball to a stadium, which is for football and soccer. That's pretty crazy. So we have, I think, 4 matches on the card today. We got 4 matches on the card, different from last year where we have 5 matches, but WWE, likes running small shows. So we start off with, actually, no. Before we get into that, check out the newest video on what we can do to fix Survivor Series. I just wanted to talk about Survivor Series real quick. We've done multiple shows about War Games, the good, the bad, and why it doesn't need to go down every single year. You know what I mean? So it's starting to feel forced, where you just take people that are feuding together, no matter the continuity involved, and just throw them in the match, right? And just 3 weeks ago, AEW put on Blood and Guts, which is their War Games match for both the men and the women. And I guarantee you, the WWE's War Games matches for tomorrow will not compare to what happened in Blood and Guts, mainly because it's Blood and Guts. They turn the violence up, and the WWE just don't want to be violent. you have these matches where violence is the answer and there needs to be blood, and that's something that they're just not willing to do. Go and look at the women's blood and guts match. It was a train wreck in the best possible way, and that's not a diss. It was an amazing match for what the women were given to do. It's their first ever women's blood and guts match, and they knocked it out of the park with a beautiful, beautiful storyline. See, the thing is, with the women's blood and guts match, they have been building to it. These women have been feuding with each other for months, going all the way back to the early parts of the summer. So it made sense for a blood and guts match to happen. And even with the men, it was everybody against the Death Riders, and the Death Riders have been kicking everybody's ass. So that made sense. Here it's just like, for the WWE, why? Why are we here? We can do traditional Survivor Series matches. We can do other matches on the card, but you've essentially lowered the importance of the War Games match. You just did. And it doesn't have any true meaning anymore. Yeah, but here we are with War Games being back. So opening, I don't know what the opening contest is, but we're going to start with Stephanie Vaquer defending the Women's World Championship against Nikki Bella. And this was a match that was inevitable, to say the least. We knew this was coming when Nikki was going to be Stephanie's ally, helping her out. So you knew it was coming, so we were just waiting for the breakup of the alliance. On November 10th episode of Raw, Stephanie had defended the championship successfully, and the following week, after the match, Nikki attacked Stephanie. So we knew it was coming. Nikki had taken the pinfall in a couple tag matches with Stephanie, so inevitably we're gonna break up. The following week, she attacked Stephanie again as Stephanie was coming out on the stage, and she stated that she did not come back to be Stephanie's sidekick. She was more than she is a former champion, and yes, she has evolved to be a solid in-ring competitor. So she demanded a title match at War Games, and it was granted for her. So this is tough, right? Smart money says, Stephanie's not losing here. You know what I mean? She just got the title, and it's been an okay reign so far. She's been booked pretty solidly. So can she go into this match and take out a veteran in Nikki Bella? I could also see Nikki Bella winning this match and becoming champion. I could honestly, genuinely see that. And Nikki's reign wouldn't be long. Stephanie could probably get it back by the Royal Rumble or even the Elimination Chamber, another whatever. So does the WWE take a shot and put the title on Nikki? I'm actually going to say yeah. Stephanie is the future. This is Nikki's last ride, her last hurrah, and a little solid reign will go a long way to just establish her just a little bit more. Maybe Stephanie can even win the belt back at the Royal Rumble. So I'm actually going to take Nikki Bella to win the championship here, And it's going to be a good, solid match. I think, Stephanie's good enough to help elevate Nikki, and Nikki's good enough to roll with Stephanie. Then we have John Cena defending the Intercontinental Championship against Dominic Mysterio. This is funny. So this is Cena's last WWE pay-per-view. He won the championship actually on that same episode of Raw where Stephanie Vaquer defended the championship and then Nikki turned on her. He was interrupted by Dominic Mysterio, who was then the Intercontinental Champion, and Triple H made the title match happen, and Cena ultimately won after interference from Rey Mysterio. Dom wanted his rematch, demanded a rematch. He wanted it that night, but no. So he is going to happen at the War Games in his hometown of San Diego. Cena, I think, should be facing someone else. Because why are you not doing Dom versus Rey in San Diego? I just don't understand. Dom's also super over, but also this is Cena's last pay-per-view match. So the true question is, can he walk out a winner? Because his last match will be the Last Time Is Now finals. So can he walk out the winner? That's tough, because I could see Dominic Mysterio really sneaking a win here, but there's Rey also getting involved to ultimately cost his son the match. Because does the championship need to be on the line for John Cena's final match? And I was fantasy booking having Sheamus win the tournament and beat Cena for the IC title, so he can also become a Grand Slam champion. But I don't think Cena's going to have a long reign. I could just see Dom getting the belt back here, so I'm going to actually take Dominic Mysterio to win this match in some sneaky cheating fashion where it'll make him look good, won't make Cena look bad. But also, do you bring back Liv Morgan? Sounds like she's ready to go. Does she come back and help Dirty Dom win? Because the Judgment Day is sorely needed with her in it. So take Dominic Mysterio to become the new champion. Whatever. Then we have the Women's War Games match, and this one has less of a story than the men. First things first, it seems like Rhea is the only one that can announce the War Games, and here are the teams. So on the good guys side, we got Rhea, Io, Alexa, Charlotte, and AJ Lee taking on Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky Lynch. Fun fact, since the War Games has come back to the WWE, including NXT, Io Sky has been in every single one of them. This is her match. That's crazy. She's been in every single one of them, and trash can prices just went up. What is the story here? There isn't one. There just isn't. There isn't a logical reason why this is a War Games match. Like I said with AEW, it made sense for the women in their blood and guts match. It was, the story was there. It's like, okay, Rhea and Io are kind of tag team partners or whatever. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte are tag team partners. Okay, but Charlotte and Rhea have be Charlotte, Rhea, Io, Alexa have all feuded with each other at some point. They've all turned. Rhea and Alexa were a tag team. Rhea turned on Alexa. Io and Charlotte have a going at it. Alexa and this is weird. And on the women's, the bad guy side of things, it makes even less sense, right? Nia is Nia. Lash is new. The Kabuki Warriors are the tag team champions, and they stole the belts from Charlotte and Alexa. And Becky Lynch is there. Becky Lynch is only in this match because AJ Lee is in this match. If we were doing AJ and Becky 1-on-1, yeah, I'd be cool with that. But why do we have this? Why? There's no story here. It's just they wanted to have a War Games match. And you don't need to do two. I said it with Blood and Guts. The woman earned the right to have the only Blood and Guts match. They also earned the right to have the main event spot. Blood and Guts could have been the Royal Rampage, 2 matches in the middle, and then the women's Blood and Guts match. And it's like, here we go with the WWE Women's War Games match, and it's just here. It's going to, the War Games match in WWE follow this, especially the women follow the same formula. They're all going to come to the ring with a weapon. Even though the WWE women did it, theirs felt more logical. They're going to come to the ring with a weapon, or they're going to stop before they get into the ring. They're going to go into the ring, pull out a weapon, put it in the ring just to have set up spots. And it's like, okay. We know Io's going to use a trash can at some point, jump off the cage, because Io's guy is fucking amazing. But where's the real beef? Rhea and Io are feuding with the Kabuki Warriors. Alexa and Charlotte are feuding with Nia and Lash since they cost them championship. And AJ's feuding with Becky, so that's why we have this here. But what about Maxine Dupree, who just took the championship off of Becky? So we just took the fuse and put him into this match. Will it be a good match? It'll be fine. Not a lot of War Games matches in WWE stand out anymore. They start to all feel clumped together. I think, who's got the advantage here? I don't know who's got the advantage. I think the heels have the advantage because the heels. Actually, no, that's going down tonight on SmackDown. So we don't know. We actually don't know who has the advantage here. It's probably going to be the heels because War Games matches just always work better when the heels have the advantage, even though at Blood and Guts, the women's heel team had the advantage and the men's face team had the advantage. So what do we do here? This match is a toss-up, and it will ultimately be inconsequential because once again, and here's the thing, these are people from different parts of the roster. Rhea, Io, and AJ are part of Raw. Charlotte and Alexa are part of SmackDown. Nia and Lash are part of SmackDown. The Kabuki Warriors and Becky are part of Raw. Whatever. I think the best way to go about this match is to give the heels the win and let it be Lash Legend that gets the victory, just to elevate her. They clearly see something in her. They clearly believe in her, which is why she is in this match. So take the heel women to win. Then we have the men's War Games match, and this has somewhat of a story with it. So on one side it'll be CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, the Usos of Roman Reigns taking on The Vision, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar. So there are some reasons for these people to be in this match. The odd man out, who doesn't really make any sense, is Logan Paul. So Punk has beef with Roman and Brock, and they're all history with Paul Heyman, right? The Usos are here for Roman to support him. Cody and Drew got beef, and the Division has taken out Punk, have taken out Cody, have taken out Roman. So it makes sense why everybody is here except for Logan Paul. He's just here to probably do the high spots. And I believe the Usos won the advantage match on Raw. So the faces have the advantage here. This match, I think, will be better than the women's match. This one is definitely loaded with stars, even though the women's match is loaded with stars as well. The men here will get the main event because I don't think the women have ever main evented a War Games. I could be wrong, but there's enough story here for this to mean something, because this is going to really set up the Royal Rumble and set up whatever the WrestleMania main event will be. Seems how the women don't get the main events anymore. So here we are. I am interested to see the story beats here, because LA Knight could also be in this match. I think we just really give up on Jay's eventual possible heel turn, and Jimmy, telling Jay about himself. Roman being Roman, never apologized, but he also told Punk and Cody he wants their championships. Drew getting cheated, and he wants championship gold. And Brock Lesnar here is just to be a menace. Logan Paul is Logan Paul. Why is he here? The standouts of this match will be, for story purposes, will be Drew and Brock. It's going to be crazy to see Brock in a War Games match. Who do I have winning here? This one is tough. Do I have all heels winning? I think I have all heels winning. I'm gonna take the bad guys to win here. I just have listen, it's not gonna happen, but I'm going to go with the heels, the bad guys to win. And I think I have the heels winning every single match here. This War Games match could have some blood to it. There are enough stars in this match where they can be like, we're just going to bleed. Punk, Cody, and Brock are enough power. Like, yeah, we're going to do blood. But I'm going to take the heels to win here, win their War Games match. Will there be a fifth match added to this card? Maybe. I don't know. There's a traditional Survivor Series match going down on SmackDown and not on, Survivor Series. Make it make sense. Anyway, one more time. The victors, I have Nikki Bella defeating Stephanie Vaquer to become the new Women's World Champion. I've got Dominic Mysterio defeating John Cena to become the new Intercontinental Champion. I got the heels, the bad guys, to win the Women's War Game match, and I still got the bad guys on the men's side also to win their Men's War Games match. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look on the screen what we got coming up for the rest of the month. The December schedule should be up soon. Don't get ready for the cutters. And check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course, the 215 on Twitter. I see you when I see you. Peace.